Dark Magician Girl. Something new every day. Okay, so the other day I was scrolling through Instagram and there I was, just extremely happy, looking at memes, looking at funny stuff, looking at pictures of cool things like babies and Stranger Things, you know, the usual. Okay, and then I come across a post from Ulta. It was like an ad post and I was kind of baffled. Okay, so the thing that I saw was that they were coming out with this new collection, and with this new collection it's centered around Frida Kahlo. So if you're wondering, or if you don't know who Frida Kahlo is, okay, Frida Kahlo is a kind of surrealist painter from Mexico, born in 1907. So I got to use my background information on that. 1907. Basically, she learned how to paint during recovery from an accident that happened when she was like 18, like her late teens, and basically during this recovery time she learned how to paint, and through her painting she managed to express the pain, express everything that she was going through during this time. Another thing that she is known for is being very promiscuous. Because of the fact that her husband was promiscuous, she would sleep with whoever her husband slept with. But also something that brought her and her husband Diego Rivera together was the fact that they hated capitalism. Okay, they hated capitalism and they loved, guess what, socialism. Okay, they love socialism, they love communism. They thought that it would be a better suit for what was happening in Mexico because of the fact that there were a lot of poor people at that time. There was a lot of anguish and despair, and especially the time that they grew up, it was during the Great Depression. So with that, when I saw that Ulta was coming out with this Frida Kahlo centered line, I thought, this, you gotta be kidding me, right? Like, you gotta be kidding. It is bad. It is bad that they're doing this, and I am very upset that they're doing this because of the fact that this is a historical figure. This is a historical figure. Like, if they would have done this with another painter, like, there would have been outcry. There would have been extreme outcry if they would have done this with Georgia O'Keeffe or Picasso or whoever, Monet. I know Monet has purses. I know there's purses, like design purses. I know that stuff, but like if they would have done this with another painter with like that stuff, like there'd have been an outcry. But there wasn't an outcry with this. There was a lot of people stating the fact that, you know, Frida wouldn't have liked this, and she wouldn't have liked this because of the fact that she hated capitalism. And another reason why it was dumb to do this was because of the fact that how she was portrayed on that ad. Okay, so they have her picture on this bag and this collection, and it does not look like Frida Kahlo. Okay, it is similar to Frida Kahlo, but it is a whitewash version. And you're asking me, what do you mean it's a whitewash? It's like, what do you mean? Okay, one of the things is that her shade on the collection is completely pale like me, and Frida Kahlo did not look like that. She was not completely pale like me. She had a little bit of tone in her, and I feel like that Ulta basically put on a filter on her to make her look more white. Okay, you can disagree with me if you want to, but that's what they did. Also, they took off her unibrow. Why would you take off something that's so iconic on a historical figure because you want to make money? Like, there's no sense to it, and it's completely disgraceful because she kept that unibrow as a symbol, you know? It wasn't just because, you know, she didn't have a pair of tweezers, okay? No, it was a symbol saying, you know what? This is who I am, and this is how I'm going to be. Accept me if you want. And if you don't want to accept me, then that's fine. And they took it off, and I think a lot of people were mad in the comments about that too. But a lot of people I saw were saying, oh, I'm going to buy that. I'm going to buy that. Like, why are you going to buy that? The reason why I have such a big, like, I'm like big mad right now. I'm really mad about this because of the fact that there's a historical figure and you're using her as if she's like a trend. Okay, we saw like a couple years back that people wanted to wear shirts of Frida Kahlo. I saw a lot of you girls, white girls included, mostly white girls, you know, dressing up as Frida Kahlo when you have no idea, like, one, you don't have any idea what the context of her life was, or two, you were just dressing up as her because it was a trend. See, I don't mind the people who are dressing up as her because of the fact that they knew who she was, but I mind the people who are dressing up as her without knowing any context of her life, any context of what she painted or why she painted it, and just dressed up as her because they saw that, oh, a lot of people are into this person named Frida Kahlo. Oh, I need to dress up as her. I need to get a flower crown. You know what? I need to braid my hair into these traditional braids. And oh, I need to get this Mexican skirt. Where can I get a Mexican skirt and a Mexican shirt? Like, no, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. You cannot pick and choose cultures because it's trendy now. That's horrible. You shouldn't do it. Okay? So with that, they treated Frida Kahlo like if she was like a trend, and now they're trying to capitalize off of her. Okay, this money isn't going towards anyone. One, two, it's just going to be pocketed, and they just want to pocket off of basically Hispanic people who were so on this Frida Kahlo trend and didn't really know anything about her. So that's what upsetted me the most about this. And I don't know what to think of it. I think personally we should be able to tell Ulta that, hey, you need to pull this, okay? Because you can't pick and choose cultures because they could just suddenly become trendy, or because you want to pocket off a certain minority group or a certain ethnicity. Like, you can't do that. How about you actually put, hey, let's say more representatives from your brand that are Hispanic, that are Mexican, and maybe we will come to your guys' stores and, spend whatever money we want. I hardly go to an Ulta. The only things I go to for an Ulta is like if I need brushes or if I need like any of that stuff, but usually I go to Sephora. I've only gone to Ulta like maybe like a handful of times compared to Sephora where I've gone to like billions of times. You have better ways of doing this, better ways of reaching out to these groups, okay? And this isn't the first time we see that they try to do like this power play move in order to get a certain group of people to come in and basically give them money for things, okay? We've seen this with the gay pride and this past month in June, where all these companies were coming out and they were saying, oh, hey, we are pro-gay. We love gays. We love the LGBTQIA community, we love them. Hey, here's a product that has a rainbow on it. Don't you want to buy it? Don't you want to buy it? And like, as much as things, like a lot of them were like giving the money to like actual organizations that were giving it to the Trevor Project or the Happy Hippie Foundation, or they were giving these proceeds to these places. But the fact is that they wouldn't have done it. I'll say it again. They wouldn't have done it if they didn't see that gay pride and basically this culture of being gay was becoming more relevant, okay? And they don't see this as society changing. They see it as a money grab. Hey, we're gonna plaster a rainbow, or we're gonna put a rainbow into our logo, and suddenly people are gonna want to buy us more. People are gonna want to just shop here, okay? And a lot of these shops didn't do this before. A lot of these companies did not support the gay community beforehand, before it became more relevant, before it became more societally normal to be out and about and be gay. That's not right at all. And Ulta needs to just pull this. They need to pull this whole line. It is a disgrace. You can't, this basically for me, this is kind of like culture appropriating. You're taking my culture and you're appropriating it into your means, okay? It's culture appropriation for me, and it's upsetting that a brand has to go to these stupid lengths to do this stuff. And that's something that I just don't understand. And certainly I just don't really want anything to do with Ulta, okay? For me, I'm canceling them. You can go ahead and do whatever you want with them. I'm canceling them. I'm good. You know what? You can take your points. You can take whatever you got off of me. Just keep it, because I'm good. I'm good. I don't want people using my culture in order to make money and using my historical figure that I look up to and making money off of that historical figure. And I'm pretty sure her family wouldn't agree with this. They didn't agree with the Barbie. I remember they came out with a Barbie of her, who knows how long back. And her family spoke out and they said that she wouldn't have liked this. She wouldn't have liked this because she doesn't like capitalism. She doesn't like to be capitalized off of, and she wouldn't have liked this. So why are you guys gonna do the same thing now, knowing that they've already spoken up against using her like in this sort of way, and you guys are doing it again? And I'm pretty sure her family probably spoke out about it. I'm not sure. I'll probably look it up later. But just to conclude this video, be sure that you guys know everything that you're buying into. I can't stress this enough. I stressed this in the last video. Like, you guys need to do the research. You guys need to be observant of what you're buying into. Is it a culture appropriation? Is it not? Is it hurting some people in the way? Is it trying to donate something? Are they only doing this now just because? Like, you really need to look up into it, okay? Thank you so much for watching my video. Please give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'm here. I'm doing this. I'm talking. I'm doing what I can in order to survive the summer. But yeah, I will be posting more videos soon. So